Hello everyone, how we doing? Welcome back to Simply Booner UK. So today's the day. The fuellie and mbenji's had a few days to settle. Today's the day I'm going to try and get rid of this little dip to his belly. Now, I mentioned in the last video how I'm going to go about this. I'm going to try and match as best I can his natural diet in the tank. The way I'm going to do that is by feeding me normal flake, which is going to give him what he needs from the algae, but also in the wild, within that algae matting, there's all sorts of other little critters. There's crustaceans, there's bugs, there's all sorts in there. Now, I'll just pause you there and I'll take you through. So like I've just been saying, in the algae matting, there's all sorts of different crustaceans, bugs and other little protein sources. In order for me to get rid of the dip in the fuellie's stomach, what I'm going to be doing is melting down a cube of Cyclops to try and imitate those crustaceans and bugs and whatnot that's found in the algae matting in the lake. So I'm going to let these melt down and then I'm going to add some flake and I'll show you how that goes. I didn't mention then, and I think I should do, the amount of the Cyclops that I'm going to be feeding is it's going to be a single cube with the same amount of flake that I'd normally feed the tank for the 6 foot. I'm then going to put 2 cubes into this, and that's going to do me for the remainder of the tanks that'll go round the fry tanks and the other tanks, basically because why not? As you can see, this is starting to melt down nicely now. Yeah, it's breaking up well now. As you can see, when I give it a little twist, it breaks down a little bit better. And if you look at what it's melting down to, just tiny bits, that's going to soak into the flake really well. I'm going to go and get my flake now while this melts down last little bit, and I'll get it added and we can get it fed. So I've already added the first bit of flake. I'll be completely honest with you, I forgot to turn the camera back on. So that's what I'm putting in for the rest of the tanks. That's going to be split between 3 tanks. Make sure the flake gets all the juices up. Now, the whole reason I'm doing this, the 6 foot, same amount of food I'd put in for the fish, in, give it a mix. Now, I'm going to let that soak for half an hour and I'll get it fed to the fish. Bear with me until then. Okay, so here we are in front of the tanks now. Food's all soaked in. It looks absolutely revolting, but I'm not eating it. These dudes are. Slide this open. Let's get it fed. I'm going to try and do this one-handed. So I completely and utterly missed that then. I had to go and help one of my neighbours a sec, but here we go. Second spoon going in. I'm hoping for the MCAT. There we go. Stuck right in. That's what I've been wanting to see. So I'm now going to do this twice a week, I believe, and let's see how he gets in.